Hey friends, welcome back to another children's sermon. My name is Becca. For those of you who are new here, we are glad you've joined us. And for those of you who are returning, it is good to be with you again. So you may notice we're in a different space today. So normally I do children's sermons from my office. So I've been at my desk, I've been at my couch, you've seen my new cool pillows. And so today we're gonna play a game, and because of that, we are in a classroom. And the classroom has a whiteboard. So today's game is guessing the book that the story comes from. So normally during a children's sermon, I'll tell you where in the Bible it comes from, what testament, and who wrote it. And we're still gonna get all that information today, but instead of me just telling you what the book is, we're gonna guess. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna draw the amount of blanks on the board of the letters that are in the book. And then you'll pause the video, you'll write down on a piece of paper what you think the book is. Then you'll hit play and we'll come back and we'll reveal what the book is. Are you ready? Let's go. All right, can you see? There are 5 blanks. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So think about the books of the Bible and what book has 5 letters. If you're playing along, go ahead and press pause here. All right, friends, so now I've switched markers to green because do you know what season is green? That's right, time after Pentecost, or ordinary time. And we've been in ordinary time a long time. This is one of the longest seasons of the church year. And the color of the season is green. So I'm gonna use my green marker. It can be kind of light on the board, so I'll tell you when I write things in there. All right. That's the first one. Here's the second. Here's the third. Here's the fourth. And here is the 5th. So that is right. The book is, oh, I wrote my J backwards. James. Here, I'm going to fix it. So James is the book of the Bible that we are reading from today. James is a letter, in the New Testament. Do you know where James falls? Before or after the Gospels? That's right, it is after the Gospels. And it is a letter written by Paul. Paul writes this letter to this community, and he is writing to tell them how we live our faith, which is something we learn how to do our whole lives, is learning how to live our faith. So today I'm going to read to you a little bit about what James says and what that means to us. Are you ready? So our reading comes from James, the 1st chapter, verses 17 through 27. 10 verses. He says, let's do our faith. Be generous because every generous act comes from God. Be quick to listen and be a good listener. Be doers of the word. Don't just talk about your faith, do your faith. Live according to what you believe about God and Jesus. Be kind, be honest, care, be loving, be thankful, and care for people who are hurting and sad, especially widows and orphans. Put faith in action and be doers of the word. Then you will show the world God's love. So James told this letter to 12 people. And James is a letter in the Old Testament, or in the New Testament, and it's following Jesus, and it is in the New Testament. So if you look over at my sheet over here, maybe you got to see him. He's over here. James is in the New Testament over here. And James reminded the followers of Jesus, reminded other followers of Jesus to be doers of faith, to live faith in everyday life with action by loving people, by being generous, and by caring for others. I wonder how you and I could be doers of faith. What could we do? We could love others by praying for them, by inviting them to church, by sending them a card in the mail, by holding the door, by remembering to wash our hands right now, by keeping some space between us and our friends, right? So we are doers of faith. Because God loves us, we show our love to the rest of the world, which is pretty exciting. It's a good and hard and special job that we get to do, and we get to practice doing it every day of our life. So we practice all the time. Nobody is perfect at doing this, and so we do the best we can to love those around us. And so that is why we get to practice our faith every day. And so practicing is just like doing. We live our faith. We practice our faith. All right, friends, that is our story for today. Till next time. See ya.